Season 2, Episode 16. A wise leader knows when to follow. An impenetrable defense, Separatist ships blockade the resource-rich planet of Christophsis, trapping Senator Bail Organa in his relief effort. Desperate to aid the esteemed senator, a Republic task force under the command of Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker must break the impasse. But time runs short for the senator and the good citizens of Christophsis. On board the Venator-class Star Destroyer, the Resolute, Jedi Anakin Skywalker and Republic Admiral Wolf Yularen speak with Senator Bail Organa through hologram. Organa informs them Separatist forces have overrun their position, and they have run out of food, water, and ammunition. The communication gets cut off, as a clone trooper then informs his Jedi General that one of the fellow Star Destroyers had been hit. The Republic forces had been locked in a heated battle with the Separatist blockade just outside of the atmosphere of Christophsis. The Separatists advanced their flagship, the Invincible. As its commander, Admiral Trench, orders its cannons to fire upon the Republic supply ships, cutting them off and separating them from their escort cruiser. Skywalker readies his team for a counterattack, just as Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi and his Star Destroyer, the Negotiator, emerge behind them from hyperspace. Seeing that his former Padawan had disobeyed his previous order, Kenobi contacts Skywalker, ordering him to disengage the enemy. "I've brought us a new toy that might give us an advantage." Anakin and Admiral Yularen agree and command their fleet to retreat behind a Christophsis moon to regroup with Kenobi on his ship. Obi-Wan introduces Anakin to a new prototype stealth ship, supposedly unscannable and unseeable to the Separatists. Skywalker is tasked with using the ship to transport supplies to Senator Organa on Christophsis' surface. Anakin reluctantly agrees, eager to use the ship to take out the Separatist blockade. Meanwhile, Admiral Yularen researches the enemy's flagship, noticing symbols associated with its admiral. "It's impossible. It can't be him. Tell General Skywalker to hold his departure." Meeting with Skywalker, he informs him of his last discovery. "If I remember my military history, wasn't he vaporized at the Battle of Mallister Narrows?" Admiral Yularen informs Anakin he had had previous encounters with the spider-like creature. Recognizing his tactics, it was entirely possible he may have survived his last deadly encounter. Yularen offers his help on the Jedi's mission, and the crew departs. Anakin activates the ship's cloaking device and carefully steers between the Separatist blockade. Meanwhile, Admiral Trench, hoping to draw the Republic out of hiding, decides to send Hyena-class droid bombers to attack General Organa on the surface. After narrowly avoiding an inadvertent collision with the bombers, Anakin received a message from Obi-Wan regarding Bail's peril, urging him to continue with his supply mission. Anakin argues with Obi-Wan and ultimately decides to begin an attack on Trench's ship directly, hoping to divert his attention from Organa. Anakin disengages the ship's cloaking device, fires several torpedoes, but his attack is thwarted by the Invincible's thermal shields. Trench launches attacks of his own, but Anakin is able to avoid them through his skilled piloting abilities and re-engages the ship's cloaking device. Although the Separatist attacks failed and they seemingly had lost their enemy ship, Admiral Trench was pleased with his new knowledge. "No clone could successfully fly through that many layers. We're dealing with a Jedi." Trench opens a communication line with the cloaked ship, impressed by the unknown Jedi challenging him, but warned him that he had dealt with these kinds of ships before. "Turn back now. Retreat while you can, for I am your doom." Taking a moment to regroup, Anakin contacts Obi-Wan, who confirmed Trench had dealt with cloaked ships before, somehow using tracking torpedoes to take out his enemies, whether or not those ships were cloaked. Anakin guesses Trench may be locking torpedoes onto the ship's magnetic signature, and quickly ends his call with Obi-Wan. Anakin repeats his last attack, disengaging his cloaking device, firing several torpedoes, and then engaging the cloaking once again. Trench, in fact, does command his troops to lock onto the ship's magnetic signature, but a droid informs him they will have to lower their shields to do so. Anakin takes advantage of the ship's weakened state and the new set of torpedoes racing after him. He disengages his cloaking shield, funneling every bit of energy the ship could muster into its engines, and flies directly towards the Separatist ship. Anakin flies so close to the Invincible that the torpedoes crash into their own ship, seemingly taking out Admiral Trench. With the Separatist flagships out of commission, Obi-Wan and Commander Cody begin their attack on the Separatist fleet, while Anakin and Yularen complete their supply mission to Organa on the surface of Christophsis. Senator Organa thanks Anakin for saving many Republic lives. Admiral Yularen admits to Anakin both concern and admiration for his reckless but effective tactics. Well, you'll find I do things a bit differently from time to time. Season 1, Episode 16. Truth enlightens the mind, but won't always bring happiness to your heart. A planet under siege. Separatist forces mercilessly batter the beautiful and elegant world of Christophsis. Unable to defend themselves any longer, the people of Christophsis call upon the Jedi for assistance. Hoping to save lives and prevent further destruction, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker plan a daring ambush which can turn the tide in the fight for this crucial star system. We open on two adjacent buildings on Christophsis. Obi-Wan located in the South Tower, with Anakin located in the North, separated from each other, but accompanied by their respective clone troopers. They prepare to ambush an advancing battalion of Separatist droid forces, equipped with armored assault tanks. To Obi-Wan's surprise, the marching droids split off into three directions. Something's gone wrong. Just then, droids enter Kenobi's building, firing on his troops, compromising his position. The clones and their Jedi General begin to fight back the droid army. Obi-Wan, what's going on? We're cut off. The droids are onto us. Anakin calls in a gunship for an evacuation on the South Tower. Anakin uses the Force to smash open a window, allowing clone Captain Rex's troops to fire cables across to the other tower, ziplining to aid Obi-Wan and his overwhelmed troops. The group escapes to the roof of the South Tower, fighting back droids as their gunships arrive, allowing them to make their escape with a command tactical droid's head in hopes of discovering why their ambush attempt failed. Back at the Republic base, Captain Rex and Commander Cody begin to extract information from the droid's head in private, learning that the Separatists had been tipped off to their earlier positions. Before they could retrieve any more information, the droid's head burned out, ceasing to function. Obi-Wan suggests they may be dealing with a spy. Obi-Wan instructs Commander Cody and Captain Rex to secretly locate the security breach, while he and Anakin travel behind enemy lines for further investigation. As soon as the Jedi leave, Commander Cody realizes someone had conveniently left a comlink on, allowing them to hear everything said in their secret meeting with the Jedi. Captain Rex then spots someone running down the hallway as he and Cody begin to chase after him, leading them to the mess hall, only populated by clones. One of us. Great. But which one? They attempt to relay the new information to their Jedi generals to no avail, as the Separatists had jammed their communications. Captain Rex instructs droid R2-D2 to overlook recent communication history in an attempt to find out who might have been making unauthorized transmissions. R2 was able to locate an old wavelength, typically too infrequent for them to notice. But the pattern catches Rex's attention. He's able to trace the signal back to the barracks of clone trooper Slick. Rex and Cody agree. One of Slick's men must be the spy and rush off to question them. The troopers cooperate and all provide valid alibis for themselves, with one exception, a clone named Chopper. Chopper arrived to the mess hall later than the others, secretly stringing together battle droid fingers as a souvenir, a practice not allowed in the Republic Army. Slick advises Chopper to stop speaking until the Jedi return to do their investigation. Chopper ignores his warnings and begins to redirect attention to Slick. Tell them where you went. I was at the south exit, remember? I saw you go in, sir. I saw you. Everyone else turned right, toward the barracks and the mess. You turned left, toward the command center. Where were you going, sir? Commander Cody then realizes that Slick had just mentioned the Jedi had been gone. But that information had been kept secret from the rest of the clone troopers. Slick must have been the one eavesdropping on their earlier conversation. Slick then strikes Cody and Chopper to escape. The group of clones chase him down, but are unable to apprehend him before he sets off previously planted explosions on their gunships, ATTEs, and their weapons depot. Reports come in that Slick had snuck off to the command center as Rex and Cody pursue the traitor. Meanwhile, Anakin and Obi-Wan travel to the Separatist headquarters, being watched and tracked by several Separatist battle droids. They enter the Separatist headquarters to find darkside Force user Asajj Ventress waiting for their arrival. The two Jedi battle the secret Sith apprentice, but just as they come close to her capture, Ventress is able to create a hole in the floor, causing the two to crash to the level below. Separated from the Jedi, Ventress flees, but the Jedi leap after her, chasing her outside the headquarters. There, they find Separatist forces waiting to aid Ventress in taking out her Jedi adversaries. Anakin and Obi-Wan again attempt to take on Ventress, and eventually end up escaping, stealing transportation from some close-by battle droids. Watching the Jedi escape, Ventress turns to her droids and says, "Prepare to march on the city. Have General Losum delay the Jedi as long as possible. I will need time to execute the next part of my master's plan." Back at the command center, Captain Rex and Commander Cody search for the clone traitor. Cody realizes Slick may be hiding an event overhead, and secretly alerts Rex. The two work together to make Slick think Rex is leaving the command center, and that Cody had left a loaded weapon unattended. Slick sneaks from the vent, grabs the unattended weapon, and points it towards Cody's head. "Hey there, Slick. Gun's empty." Rex reveals himself from around a corner and points his own blaster towards the traitor. Slick attempts to leave once more, striking both of his brothers, but is unable to best the two of them at once. Cody knocks Slick out as Rex presents the traitor to the disappointed Jedi generals. "It's the Jedi who keep my brothers enslaved. We do your bidding. We serve at your whim. I just wanted something more. I love my brothers. You're too blind to see it, but I was striking a blow for all clones." Slick was then escorted away, arrested. Rex and Cody gave the Jedi a brief update on the destruction Slick had caused, blowing up their supplies, only able to save the heavy cannons. Well, that's good, because there's about to be 1,000 more battle droids on their way. The fight goes on, gentlemen.